Hi everyone, my name's Adam Hustler. Welcome to our little Boys of Yoga breakdown session. So what we're looking at today is Vinyasa. Most people now, it's the most popular form of yoga in the Western world at least, is Vinyasa yoga. Core part of it are Vinyasas, and they are so often done in a way that can actually adversely affect your body. It is so important. You probably do them in a typical class 40, 50 times. If you're a regular practitioner, hundreds of times in a week. So let's work on how to get it right, not aesthetically, but safely for your body. Let's start in a downward dog. So Chrissy here is going to come to downward dog. Let's see if you can still see me. You can, perfect. So downward dog, we're not going to look at too much today, but just one point with downward dog. Make sure you're not slamming your head too far down to the floor. Maybe keep that head slightly lifted. Let the back get wider. These anterior serratus muscles pulling you, the lats working, biceps turning slightly forward. That gives you so much more control in what you're doing. As you inhale, come forward to a high plank. So checking in with high plank. What you're not doing here is collapsing the shoulder blades down. Imagine you have a valley. So there's a valley here at the moment. Get rid of that valley. Let the back get as wide as possible. And again here, turning the biceps slightly forward. We're going to take option one today. And I would say in a typical class, probably 50% of people should do this option. Lower your knees to the floor first. Keep your back pretty much straight. Your bum stays slightly high. Lower your chest slowly, kind of beyond the fingertips here. So the back stays pretty much flat as you lower down. Then let your pubic area sink to the floor. Body down completely. From here, you're working slowly into a back bend that targets the thoracic spine. So inhaling low cobra, pulling the chest forward. So everything above your belly button is slightly off the floor. So the main motion is not squashing your lower back. It's lengthening through the whole spine. So Chris, for a second, just push your arms straight. So notice all he's doing there is squashing the lower back. This is not good for you. It will feel good in the muscles in the short term. In the long term, it's going to do horrible things. So come back to low cobra. That hopefully you should feel all the way through the body, the kneecaps lifting, the tops of the feet pushing down to the floor. From here, really slowly, bum to the heels, so push through the hands, bum all the way to the heels. So this isn't an easy option. Curl the toes under, leading with the bum, lift straight up to downward dog. Staying in downward dog there. So that's option one for most people. Try and divide it up. Don't let your Vinyasa be like a worm-like movement. Divide it up into its component parts. The high plank, then the arm strengthening, lowering down, then the back bend, then the forward fold. So we're going to take option two now. Come forward to a high plank, pause and high plank. So a few things not to do. Lower your chest, keep your bum high. So this is kind of the sexy Chaturanga. This ain't good for your lower back. Bum sticking high, no integration through the front body. Come back to downward dog. Take the chin to the chest, roll slightly forward to a high plank again. Nice. Come on the tiptoes slightly. This will ensure that you can take your arms at 90 degrees. Lowering down to Chaturanga. So arms at 90 degrees, the elbows in super tight, the shoulders pulling away from the ears. This should be fair. Is this hard yet? Yeah, perfect. This should be hard. This shouldn't be an easy thing to do. Most people, it's not the option for them. Continue to push through the toes as you come up, forward, opening out, shoulders pulling back from the ears. So you're not doing this. The chest is opening forward. You're lengthening through the whole spine. Take the chin to the chest, push yourself back to a downward dog. So there are two safe options here. And I cannot encourage you enough. Lengthen your body. Come forward to a high plank again. Let's take that one more time. Two options. Knees down first, chest beyond the fingertips, slowly back stays straight, body to the floor. Inhaling, lengthening through the whole spine, not squashing your lower back. You don't need to look forward. You don't need to look up. Keep the neck nice and long. Let the neck just follow whatever curve the spine is in. So don't take it too high. Take it a little bit high. Don't squash it. Let it just follow the curve of the spine. Push through the hands, bum to the heels, back to downward dog. Final time. The harder option. Treat it in its separate component parts. Inhaling high plank. Pause, back working, arms working, lower down, Chaturanga, arm strengthening. This is core to building your strength for arm balances. Tiptoes slightly, pushing forward, elongating, chest open, shoulders pulling back. Finding a little bit more length in the lower back. Push through the hands, bum to the heels. Or not the knees and back to a downward dog. Back nice and wide. Again, shoulders away from the ears. Biceps turning slightly forward. Notice, are you rotating to the little finger side of the hand? And if you are, push your hands in a little bit firmer. Thank you everyone for listening to me. Get this right. You do this so much. Don't compete with your neighbour. Don't try and win at yoga. Take it controlled. Things can sometimes feel good in the muscles that aren't good for you. Much like in everyday life. Crack cocaine might feel nice in the moment, but probably isn't good for you in the long term. Be understanding with your body. My name's Adam Hustler. Namaste.